Good effort.
So, Mikusim here currently still has the same setup, so we won't go over it once again. We just know that mid-range...
Mid-range to close range, he
himself.
will murder you. He will melt you.
Mid-range murder menace?
Yes.
MMM?
Yes.
And here we have...
Here we have MK. And just as we were talking about rocket launchers, he has two on the back. So once again, what those do, they launch rockets that are kind of mid-range, but when they explode, they leave behind a fire orb. Oh, that's an interesting internal.
What is this internal? It's like my first time seeing it. Like, genuinely.
Sorry, MK. I do not recognize this internal. Can you tell us what this internal is?
MK with the hacks.
Yeah, I have not. I don't think I've unlocked this. I don't recognize this.
Oh, it's a speed boost.
It's a speed boost. Level 3. Speed boost level 3. Okay. Very
this guy wants
interesting.
to come in even harder.
And then he has...
look at this melee. He just has a sword.
Yeah, the basic sword.
I guess our middle speed.
The
basic sword.
The
is
basic
all you
sword
need. You just
is.
him once.
The middle sword has really good damage. It's actually, it's really the mid of all the main weapons in terms of speed, range, power. It's average, but that means it's powerful. It can stun. It can combo. It can chop a tomato. No, I'm kidding. And then you have the Gatling gun.
You kinda can.
Yeah,
like,
you
honestly, if you have a chance. But you know what? This sword reminds me of a certain gaming bundle. I will call it the humble bundle. Because let's see if it'll do as much damage as we hope it does. But
one thing I noticed, I think spread grenade launchers as well. That's an interesting. It's also a mid-range to long-range build because of the Gatling gun. Actually, it's really balanced. But the weapons on the back are like short to mid-range. Only the Gatling gun goes into long-range. Anyway, that being said,
the armor though.
The armor, it's hard to say. Out of all of these, it's only one Kalja part. I think he took that speed boost because he stacked on armor. Because Achilles and Asterion are armor.
A rock paper scissors scenario now.
Oh, I'm not sure. Is he just balanced after all this? We'll see.
I'm hoping for the best because, like, thinking about it, you know what's scarier than a tank?
A tank that's fast.
Chasing after you.
A tank that's fast. Yes.
A tank followed by gasoline or filled with gas.
Yes. Alright guys, select your stage. Let's go.
It would be a shame if somebody picks substation or factory again. I'm just saying. Okay, so they picked the orbital elevator in the satellite arena. Let's just see how it goes. What's your money on so far right now? Because me, I will go against our champion.
Yeah, I want to see if...
Because somebody has to.
Yeah, I want to
see our champion taken down.
I want to see something new. That's what I want to see. But to be fair, Mikusim is using something different from his previous builds. Tough time coming in immediately with sword, Gatling gun to the face. Mikusim just lobbing grenades at him.
Mikusim is taking more damage for the first time.
Yes, looks like what I thought was correct. He has higher armor, but he made up for it with a speed boost. Whereas Sim, I think he has high speed, but he made up for it with defense boost.
Look at that damage. Mikusim's actually has lower health for once.
Oh no,
nice combo.
Nice combo, but right now I think MK has a lower health. Top time 3 AM by the way is MK. That's his Discord handle. Not anymore. Back to parity. This is an even match. Oh, Mikusim is leading right now. Sorry.
Just a bit.
Okay, Mikusim is not leading now. But now he's leading again. Damn, that grenade launcher really does its work. It's really powerful. The burst damage at mid-range.
Using his shield again. Ooh, but MK here.
Nice one. He waited for Sim to fire. He better be careful. Mikusim can just hit him with the few grenades, he'll die. It's a close fight though. Damn. There you go.
Nice snipe.
Nice win by Mikusim. He just found an opportunity. Missile. Dead. Tough time coming in.
One thing that we have to mention about the stage is with the fact that there are barriers that they could abuse.
But they blew them all up already.
Well, they could have, but like they got too abused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was an attempt. There was an attempt.
Okay. Oh no. Mikusim's blocking. Yeah.
Oh, Mikusim has less life right now. Once again,
yeah.
Were the barriers actually helping Miku more than they were MK? We have a stalemate right here.
Yep. MK has a lot of spread and scatter weapons compared to Miku. MK also has a really powerful melee weapon. It's a solid choice, but Mikusim's still winning. Mikusim still has the grenade launchers, which have really high damage.
I think the use of a Gatling gun is just not a good idea. Like, look at all these like whiff shots right
Yeah,
now.
whiff shots, you're right. But it still forces enemies to move. It still forces them to use resources, so it depends on what you got. If you got a more reliable weapon, it's not bad. Both of them on barrier, waiting for an opening.
I think even with all the resources that are being used, the fact that you still have to make sure they hit matters. Because like, let's say it's a bit harder, then you just have to move or pivot yourself a bit up or a bit down, then you're missing all of that.
That is true. Also, you're not allowed to use other weapons while firing that, so you could have been doing something else that could hit. So
yeah,
I do see what
you should be using your barrier, your shield, maybe just coming in with your sword. But I think the Gatling gun was just not the best choice, weapon-wise. Like you
nice
see
blocks
that
from
both of them
Mikusim.
are moving at the same speed, and they're literally circling each other. Oh,
Mikusim still won that trade, even with the insane movement from MK. Yes, I do agree with what you're saying now. It just feels like Mikusim is landing more shots, and that's why he's winning.
yeah, and the fact that the projectiles are also bigger for Miku's primary weapon means even if it doesn't hit the mark completely, just being in that proximity is a big thing. And we also hear that shield doing so much work. Like you can hear that distinct clanging.
Yes, the clang means that your attack has hit the shield. And the fact that you can fire your back weapons while using the shield means Sim can be on the aggressive, can be on the offense while being safe. And he can just trade with you.
Wait, are you seeing this? Even the fact that they're moving at the same horizontal speed, the same horizontal direction, the Gatling gun was not
hitting
its mark. Like, I think the Gatling gun needs a buff, you know? It needs better tracking.
We'll see about it, because it used to be that the Gatling gun had really good tracking, but it outclassed like the other weapons. Anyway, nice win by Mikusim.
I think that speed boost actually did matter as well.
The speed boost and his armor, his natural high armor actually helped. The speed boost actually
if
helped.
only the weapon could keep up.
Yeah, could keep
really
up.
Just the main weapon.
It's a main weapon issue.
There was an attempt. You know what rhymes with Mikusim right now? He is him.
Mikusim is him.
Mikusim.
He once went on vacation to the Himalayas.
Oh, Mikusim.
Oh man, alright, 2 minutes MK.
Of champions.
2 minutes MK. Yeah, Mikusim, to be fair, Mikusim's the guy, always watching for updates. He's always waiting for balance patch updates, and he's always testing. So, our previous balance patch updates, we didn't actually balance a lot of things, we just fixed some bugs. Like, grenade launcher used to be really homing, like it would U-turn and hit things. So now it doesn't do that anymore, but it's still a powerful weapon if used correctly, as we saw here. What else did we fix? The daggers and fists, they don't no longer have that final hit that kills.
And he was the one that also discovered the
he also
discovered
hit
why
that.
the damage was
Actually, he saw that the damage was really high. Like but for
he
us,
just chose not to do it.
no, he saw it because it was used on him. No one else saw it. No one else noticed it, but he felt like, hey, that's not fair. That dealt a lot of damage. damage to me. And
Hey,
then
that's not fair. Says the guy using unfair
won.
things.
The guy who won. Like you know, but we still listen to him. We still balance that because
Yeah.
on our end it was inconsistent with what the data that's presented and the description of the weapon. The dagger is not supposed to deal like a lot of damage on the last hit. It's just supposed to be a fast attack weapon. So we still changed that. So there wasn't a lot of balance patching, other than bug fixing. That's what we mostly did since last time.
Oh, they're asking for a code. And
Oh yeah,
also
sorry.
for
I
MP, you
am
have
so
one more
sorry.
minute
I
to
am so
go.
sorry. Yes, here it is. Code. You're right.
You know, it's like the funny thing. Every single time we have a tournament, Miko's the one that we have to base it off of because his data is that good. But I remember the first time we had to nerf it because of him. And
Yes, the
because
shotgun.
of players like Mikusim, we're seeing what must be done to be able to make the tournament scene even better for Mecha Blitz. And it's quite exciting for me as a newer viewer to the series. So let's see how things go, right? Let's see how things go down the line.
Mm.
It was because of him that we have the shotgun meta, and it was also because of him that we had to change the meta to prevent excessive grinding.
Now we just wanted to make our community tournament more accommodating, even for new people who didn't have the time to grind out and explore the game as much as Mikusim did. Because if he
That
had
is
all the
fair.
advantage, because if he did that, he'd have all the advantages, while newer players wouldn't have found those out.
Would be all innate.
Yeah.
And thank you again to the developers of MechaBlitz Tactile
Grenade
Studios for
launcher.
making such a fun game. And also thank you to our sponsor for today's tournament,
Razor
Razor
Gold.
Razor Gold is good as gold.
Wait, don't deviate from the branding. Wait, for anything you play, pay with Razor Gold. I am not sure about that.
That's not the
I'm-
branding of the
Please don't count that. No, Dolby does not represent me. No, I'm kidding. No, you're
Razor
sold.
Gold slogan. Give me a quick sec, I gotta check the slogan.
Yeah, whatever you
Razor
pay,
Gold,
play with.
credits for gamers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do.
Pay with
Wow.
whatever you play, pay with Razor Gold. Or if you want to go for Tagalog, which is the Filipino no, I'm kidding. They have one for Tagalog. Basta game load,
I'm the
player
Razor Gold.
Gold,
Wow.
yeah. Yes.
Basta game load Razor Gold.
Yes.
Yeah, but all things considered though, yeah, Razor Gold is so
Thank you
useful
very much.
for gaming, Wandering Waves. Was it Wandering Waves? I don't even know why they spelled it as Wua, but like yeah,
Wuthering
new
waves. Wuthering waves. But
Okay, I thought it was like wondering. I was wondering.
yeah.
Wait,
I don't know. I think
I'm not gonna read
I'm
that.
actually
I ain't
surprised
reading
they
that.
use wuthering. That's a very it's a very specific name. Anyway, sorry.
I'm
Let's
saying Wumbo. Anyway, let's go over
Sorry.
to MK's setup right now. I think he's been listening to us. He changed his primary weapon into the grenade launcher.
launcher.
If I'm not mistaken, his mounted weapons are the same as well. Sword's the same.
New
His special
internal.
shit, but what is this internal?
What is this internal? I am sorry. It's obvious that I haven't ground the game. I haven't grinded the game so much that I'm not sure. What is this?
It's auto fire.
auto fire,
This
auto fire.
What Miku was
Oh, no,
utilizing.
no wonder I don't know.
often
This is a
during
new
the last
logo.
tournament.
This is a new icon. Okay, auto fire. Yeah, it's auto fire.
Makes a lot of sense, I think. Anyway,
Back
Auto fire. Do you think
weapons.
it's going to be relevant enough? Again, it's the shield versus the sword. It's Zacian versus Zamazenta. It's MK versus Mikusim. Let's see how things turn out.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't know
hoping
how this
that-
will change things. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go.
And the primary weapon changed.
The grenade
Like, that's
launcher
one of the
means he
biggest
can
thing.
match Miku's damage output at the close to mid
Supposedly.
ranges. Yes,
In theory.
in theory. The
In
auto
theory.
fire though, I am unsure. None of these weapons are Gatling gun. Yeah, these are all burst weapons on his back. I would,
maybe
if,
he sees
personally,
something that we
I
don't
feel
see.
like, personally, if it were me, I would want control over my burst weapons. Like what Mikusim explained in the last tournament, where he had multiple Gatling guns. That made sense to me. Like, he'd want them shooting at all times. Makes sense. No problem. But for burst weapons, when and the timing of when you use them is actually really important. You'd want control over them. So we'll see. I'm not sure how this will go. It could be there's something we haven't seen.
Go to the squared circle.
Yeah, let's see that. Let's see. I want to see.
Come on.
Alrighty.
Fight.
Fight.
One. Shape. No.
Oh well.
It has no sides.
It's rectangle. Rectangle is still a shape, though.
It's still a square. But
See what I mean?
anyway,
I think that thing firing was not. That just fired because of the auto fire. Good hit, but
no, let's see though. Like, look at the amount of damage that. Oh, dang!
yeah, they're
MK's
both
taking
trading.
way more damage now compared to last time. That maybe the auto fire was a bad idea.
Yep, I'm noticing he's firing even when he shouldn't be firing. That's the auto fire doing things.
Is that how the auto fire works?
Yes, it literally will fire as soon as it's available. That's why, compared to what Mikusim was doing last tournament, I said I'm not sure about this. I want control over weapons like that. See, I don't know about that, man.
You know what? I'm thinking about this. I think in theory this would be a better idea for a closer stage. But the fact that Mikusim has so much space to run
around, yeah,
matters so much.
Yeah.
He just has to sidestep.
And that's what's happening. Mikusim's just flying around tough time.
Yeah, he's just on autopilot right now.
Because he knows tough time is not. Tough time's weapons are just firing kind of randomly. Like there, right there. There was no reason for him to fire that. If that was a human. Okay, coming in. Good.
He's approaching him though.
Burst.
Why are you approaching me?
Burst. Okay. Yeah, that is harder to read technically. As long as you're close, those things firing off randomly would be dangerous. I can kind of see the logic now.
In a closer range stage.
Yes, that would have been more dangerous.
This is an uphill battle for him right now. The stages have always been in Miku's favor so far, looking at the tournament. Or mostly in his favor. Like, let's give him his credit.
Honestly, another thing about the auto fire that we're not considering, and why MK is dealing more damage, is because he gave up his speed buff, which he had in the earlier stage. So he is slower now, if you noticed. Mikusim running circles around him is not just because Mikusim's goated. It's because he's actually faster than him.
That's true. 6 meters per second is faster than 5 meters per
second. Hey, a meter per second is still a meter per second.
That's 1 more meter than you'll ever see. Anyway,
Mikusim got 2 wins.
Yeah,
already on 2 wins.
Point right now before he beats both competitors. But our last fight for the night being MK
versus Megara. It's the fight for whoever gets the 500 peso. If MK loses, I mean, he still has a lot of HP.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game.
It's still anybody's game. Maybe there's tech I've overlooked. I don't know.
Maybe internet disconnection is a thing. Like, look at Miku. He's not even moving.
Maybe he'll pull.
Maybe the router suddenly gets disconnected.
Yeah, maybe the router gets disconnected.
Online game experience.
It happens all the time. Dang, nice win.
But
nice win.
It didn't happen here. But there was an attempt. Congratulations
to Mikusim for being our champion. Exactly. Mikusim, really good showing.
He's showing why he grinded out the tournament.
My gosh.
He's showing